Today, we're playing with these bad boys, exploding pellets from EDgun West. And if you have ever wondered what an explosive Tannerite pellet would do on impact, well, you're in luck. Yeah, I think that's gonna leave a mark. I'll be running a few different calibers and setups today, shooting a 177 Tannerite pellet from a break barrel to see how they work in a more common pellet gun that you all may have at home, and then of course, we'll step it up a notch and send a whole bunch of them with a 22, a 25, and of course, my trusty 9mm out of the EDgun Leshiy 2 to help educate you all on if these truly do add a little bit more oomph at impact. Before we get started, a couple of quick housekeeping items. This is a pest control video. You're about to see some footage that without context might seem like I'm just blindly blasting critters for likes. The reality is, these squirrels and chipmunks are destroying my house and property, and my first priority is to showcase a safe and more humane alternative method for dealing with said issue. Second is making that entertaining for you all to watch, because why can't pest control be fun too?
Shit.
So if that's your jam, do me a solid, hit that like button and drop a comment. Let me know what else you might want to see on the channel. Or if you sit to pee, ask your wife's boyfriend what his favorite part of the video is and drop that down in the comments as well. All are welcome here, guys, as in the spirit of unity, I think we can all agree. Tree rats are nothing more than evil creatures hiding behind those big, beautiful eyes and bushy tails. So, now that we're all on the same page, let's get into it. Alright, let's start small. The good old 177 break barrel. You know, pretty much everyone has one of these in their closet somewhere collecting dust. And yeah, this one's a little fancy, but at the end of the day, it's still a break barrel. So, let's see if the Tannerite turns it into a little pocket-sized grenade launcher. Alright, maybe not a grenade, but that squirrel definitely didn't see the memo. You know, for a caliber people love to dismiss, that little extra flash, well, it's definitely no joke. I'll be using the Leshiy 2 from here on out in this video. It's a multi-caliber airgun, and just with a change of a barrel, you can go from 177 all the way up to 9mm. It's totally modular in its configurations as well. And now, apparently when paired with these new extra boom flash Tannerite pellets, it becomes a demolition device. And yeah, I already know, the comments are gonna tell me, oh bro, it's overkill. But like most things, I think they become a little bit more fun when you sprinkle in a little extra overkill. By the way, if you're wondering where to grab these boom flash pellets or even that slick break barrel that I showed earlier, they're both available in this month's gear drop over at EDgun West. I'll throw a link near the top of the description if you're interested. This shot's a little low, but you know, it can happen sometimes with these boom flash pellets when you're packing Tannerite into the tops of them. You know, you're not winning any Olympic shooting events, that's for sure. But it makes up for in that, the boom. That thing looked like it was hit by a hammer. Humane? Yeah, absolutely. Overkill? Well, depends if you ask me or the squirrel.
Without money, you can't buy nothing. Nothing is a damn old shame. When you're in the hole, you say you're
Chipmunk test. You know how they say dynamite comes in small packages? Yeah, I think this is what they meant. Poor little guy went full Michael Bay on us. Roll the credits.
Now everybody knew where to get their brew, and they made our family name. Lord, I'm down in the good.
Ooh, you know what? Maybe it was a little less Michael Bay and a little bit more like a John Woo Chipper Snuff Flick analogy.
Only the moon shines.
This one is wild. You can see the entry and the exit on the same slow-mo frame, along with the pellet just bouncing off the backstop, like it just finished the job and wanted to have a little bit of dessert. A little PSA moment, though. This is why a safe backstop isn't optional. You know, the boom flash, these things don't play.
Called the press, and he brought his best to our old shack, man. But when they went for the stands,
Man, these side angles just really show how much energy is being dumped into these things. Definitely Definitely overkill.
Lord, I'm down in the gutter where don't let the moon shine. It was down in the gutter where the creek is high. Lord, I'm down in the gutter where only the moon shine.
Alright, back to this BB gun magic trick. One gun, multiple calibers, and now we're going to be jumping from 22 to 25 cal. And spoiler alert, this is where things get has been my favorite caliber with the Tannerite pellets. You know, it's just the perfect balance of power and fireworks, as you'll see with this shot. Oof. You know, that was a little low, but honestly, who cares? The boom flash said, "Don't worry, fam, I got this." And watch this thing. It just drops right down into his little chipmunk buddy's forever nap. There you go. Say what's up to that dude that ruined my patio. The 25 is basically throwing a stick of TNT compared to the 22. Watch as this guy's nose headbutts his forehead. Man, that is loud. Humane? Yeah. Quiet? Absolutely not. There's a lot of, what should I say? We'll call it bonus damage with these Tannerite pellets. You know, it's a dirt nap either way, but some are a little bit messier to clean up, like this shot. Yikes. But hey, you know what? That's what hoses are for. I was walking out and saw one sitting there, and as I closed the distance, I kind of forgot about the point of impact shift. So this one was, it was high on me though, but again, it didn't really matter. You know, I tried a little cheeky double tap too, and I just missed his Texas hard shot. Man, that smoke coming off of that is just crazy. Watch this again. First one, boom. Just the amount of smoke that comes from these things is crazy. This one just gets straight to the point. Impact, flash, boom, and instant lights out. I swear, every time I take one, like 5 more appear. You know, the stack is growing underneath that table for one. It's like squirrel Jenga down there. You know, people always ask me, what do I do with the bodies? Well, simple answer is, I stack them. That shot was perfect. It was just instant lights out. Yeah, look at that. Ugh. Stuff coming up. And he goes right down, right next to his buddy. Nighty-night. In real time, it's hard to know for sure if they're taking a forever nap down there, so I usually walk down and have a quick look. You know, there's a ton of them running around, though, so I think it's time to move from 25 to the big boy. Time for a little 9mm. Now, the 9mm hollow point actually doesn't hold as much boom juice as the 25, but, you know, when the round itself is basically a lead brick, trust me, things balance out, as you'll see on this shot right here.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours, bullshit pay.
These side angle replays are always so crazy. You can see just from the point of impact, watch this, the energy just go down. Yeah, that's lights out. Went from the dome right out the poop chute. I find that slugs in general have a pretty clean kind of entry point, but when that impact includes some boom juice, It definitely makes things a little bit more messy like this. These slow-mo side angles really show the rest of the story and what happens as an 81 grain piece of lead turns the lights off first and then tenderizes everything else behind it. Little coffee first, you know, priorities. But now let's watch this one in normal slow-mo first. You're gonna see the boom, the flash, and then that puff of smoke that comes from these Tannerite pellets, and then obviously a lights-out squirrel hitting the deck. Now we're going to watch this again. I'm going to slow it down, and I'm going to stop the footage right as the tracer is about to impact, and then boom, watch this. This is crazy that it catches this right here. And then, wow, look at that. And then obviously, what comes next. A bunch of shots in this video. These squirrels, their claws just get right into that soft wood. Now watch, they just hang there for a second until the nerves stop firing and down to the ground they go. If you enjoyed that clip, you should click this video to watch the full story.